Hi, this is Linda. This is November the 23rd, 2014. I'm in Rosemead, California. This is a crochet video on basic socks. The pattern comes from Sue Crochet Knitting at crochetknitting.com. You can print out the women's, babies, or the men's, and they also have a worksheet that you can tailor your socks to size. This is my socks. These are made of wool by Patrons, navy and black. These are men's, and they're quite large. This is called the cuff, which is the ribbing. You have the heel, the sock, foot, and the toe. Okay? So you need a knitting marker, and I like these. They unclip and they reclip. You need a blunt needle, a pair of scissors, you need the yarn. I have a darning thing for the foot, and I bought 2 skeins from Heartland, one of them Glacier Bay, and one of them Olympic. This is the Olympic, and this is the Glacier Bay. I'm going to use the Glacier Bay to make the sock foot and the toe. These are going to go in the fair. So I put on a note. Not that I don't put it on anyone. It's a piece of index card that's been cut into little squares, a hole punched in it, and I put it on the end. It tells me the size hook, which is Knitter's Pride size 7, which is not a G, and it's not an H. It's the in-between size 7, and I like that one because it's required. So what I did here to begin is I chained 30, and then I single crocheted all the way across, and then I chain 1. Chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so don't count it. So I chain 1 here, and then if you look on the top of my piece here, if I can get the yarn out of the way, okay, you can see that it has 2 lines, 2 little V's like this. I'm going to pick the back V, the back line of the V, and go through that only, and put it through the back of the sock. When I do that, I put it through that one and pull up and simply make a single crochet. Now I need 29 of those. There's 2, 3, and I'm going to move the camera down so you can see my hands a little better. Okay? And get a little closer. 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go through that little space right there and go through and pull up and make a single crochet. If your tension's a little looser, then you might want to not make 35 rows. If your tension's a little tighter, you might want to make an extra row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I made 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I need some more yarn here, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and I'm going to chain 1 and turn. You need to make sure, if you want to keep your socks even and well done, you have to keep your ribbing right. Now this is the way the sock goes. There's 35 rows, and then the rows are lengthwise, and then they're sewed together, and then you change color and start the black. Now take the middle of the place you sewed. You're going to put like 20 stitches, so you would put 10 up to where you sewed it together, and 10 over, and that keeps that line in the back of the sock, so that when you roll it over, and you look at the sock to the front and sides, you don't actually see that line. Okay, I'm also using a, I wanted to bring up that other subject. I can't think of what it is. Okay, I can't think of what it is. I might remember it later. Okay, if you make sure that when you're crocheting, you actually get the whole yarn strand, that you're trying to catch the whole yarn, the whole piece. Don't catch part of it or a little piece of it. It makes the piece weaker. Oh, I know what I'm talking about. I want to talk about the counter. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches on here, and I have 4 on my counter. So I finish the end, I count to 29, push my counter, and I keep track of my rows. You can do it on a piece of paper, or you can do it on a clicker counter. They have some, I want to put this up, they have some counters on eBay that are pink, that are only a couple dollars and almost free shipping. Or you can buy the green one in the store by Clover. This one's a little more expensive. They have little tiny knitter ones that you can use, or you can use a piece of paper or pencil. I sometimes use Post-it notes. Okay, if you make any changes in your socks, or your counts are different, or you have 28 stitches for your ribbing for your sock top, or you have 31, or you made it 40 because you want it really long, then make sure that you note it on your pattern so that when you do your second sock, you make the same alterations. If you every once in a while, even when it says count 10 and decrease, or toggle off 2, which means 2 decreases, you would go ahead and make sure that your count is the same. So you need to count every once in a while. The stitch marker basically is for the round, because this part's done in the round. They put a stitch marker where you started, go all the way around your 36 stitches or your 28 stitches, and then take your marker out, do 1, 2 stitches, put it in the first one, and then do it around again. So that you make sure you use your clicker to keep track. With socks, they have to be the same because you need both socks exactly the same. And this is the end of this video. The second video, where I will show you how to sew the ribbing, how you sew it together, and how you attach and do the heel. Have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving.